Hello, YouTube. Alright, I've been fixing up that other MacBook I told you about in the repair video. Hopefully this time not so out of it. I'm sorry for that, guys. In that MacBook screen swap video, I was so out of it. Hopefully I'm good today. But I've been fixing up this MacBook. The screen for this came earlier this week, so I put that in. Then I discovered that the keyboard was bad, so I ordered one of those. Then the client wanted the other battery back, so I had to buy a battery too. So this is becoming a bit of an expensive upgrade, but it's still cheaper. It's still probably $100 cheaper than buying one used on eBay. So saving $100 is good by me. Good by me. Wow, maybe I am out of it. Fine by me. So this keyboard has got to go. The only thing that it works on is the power button. Knowing the way my videos go, it might make a liar out of me the minute I turn the machine on. Let me straighten this keyboard out a little bit. So, knowing that the keyboard and trackpad don't work, I brought down an Apple keyboard and a mouse. So, I have those plugged into the side, along with a flash drive with OS X Lion on it, OS 10.7, which is, if this is a Core 2 Duo, it'll be the latest it supports. I haven't installed an OS on this yet to find out what's in it, so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to try to install Lion on it. If it doesn't like it because of the processor, I'll know that Snow Leopard will be the latest that can go on here. We'll find out. I say let's find out now. So, turn it on. Hold down the Option key here. As you can see, that screen I bought on eBay definitely works. And the keyboard. Let's see if this keyboard will make a liar out of me. Oh, it's working now. Yeah, it kind of works sometimes, but not always. Like I can reboot the machine and it just won't work. I don't know what its deal is. But apparently it wants to work now. That's odd. I'm going to try turning the machine off again and reseating the connector here. Let's see if I reseat this connector in here. It's just this little guy. See if I reseat the connector and if it works. Let's hold down the Option key on this keyboard and see if it does anything. Oh my god, this keyboard is working now. You know, this laptop is such a troll sometimes. The moment I plug this keyboard in, it starts the keyboard on there starts working. Whatever, let's just find out what's on this machine. Ah, I think it's a Core Duo model. I'm getting the big, fat, no smoking sign. So, I think this is a Core Duo machine. Oh well. What a Core Duo essentially is 2 Pentium M's on one die, so that's still an upgrade from what I have. I can still put Linux and Windows on here and it'll run fine, so I'm fine with that. It shut itself off. So I'll go image Snow Leopard onto that USB stick and we'll try that and see what's in this machine. Turn off bad company here. And look at this thing. I put it back together because the keyboard seems to work. I think the keyboard not working was more of a firmware thing from there being just bad RAM in here. It probably screwed it all up. So let's just see if it works again now that I put it all back together. Hold down that Option key, see if it does anything. Yeah, now that I put it back together, it doesn't want to work. Typical, right? So I'll plug the keyboard in along with the mouse and see if it works on there. Does this work? Trackpad doesn't work. Alright. Yeah, that's glad I ordered another keyboard, so. Wake up, you stupid thing. There. Finished imaging this, so I'll eject the thing there. And we'll use this as another disk here to install Snow Leopard, just to see what all's in this machine. Oh yeah, stupid keyboard. Can't wait till that new keyboard comes in, then this thing will actually be a useful computer. That sump pump. Oh yeah. I'll wait for this to boot and install things on here, and we'll check it all out. Alright, we're in business. Installing that stuff right off the flash drive. So it'll go much faster than it would from the DVD drive over there. Wow, this keyboard does not fit there very well. I gotta fix that when the new keyboard comes, which should be sometime next week. So we're just going to take a look at this machine just to see what's in it. How I set it up will probably have to wait, but you know, even though this isn't a Core 2 Duo machine like I was hoping, with 1.83 gigahertz, it's like, you know, you're kind of betting the ranch. There were some Core 2 Duos that were like that, but Core Duo. This thing is basically exactly like my old Mac Mini was. That was also a Core Duo 1.83 gigahertz. This is just a laptop version of that. So that's still pretty good in my book. Even though a Core Duo is 32-bit, it's still a pretty snappy processor. And I'll be able to run Windows or Linux on that no problem, because you can still run 32-bit versions of those without any issue. So should be a good laptop once its keyboard and battery get here. The battery still holds 4,000 milliamp hours, so I will be able to use this as a real laptop, which will be kind of nice. But yeah, she's working. All she needs is a keyboard and a battery. So all in all, it ended up being kind of an expensive fix-up, which means I might end up selling it, but you know, I don't want to, because I like the Core Duo processor myself. Even though it's 32-bit, it's still a really good CPU. So, Snow Leopard's going on here, and then we'll check out this machine and see what's all in it. What all is in it. Well, it restarted. I walked down to it on this screen, so hopefully we'll see an animation soon. Yep, there it goes. Hey, there we go. Wow, the speakers on this sound pretty good. That screen that I bought is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. They used really nice LCD panels in these MacBooks. They did in most of their computers. Looks like I got fun things to set up here, so let me get this all set up and we'll take a look at what's in this machine. Alright, OS X is running and installed. Here's what we have in this machine. I put 2 gigs of RAM in here, so that should be good enough for a 32-bit processor. I should never have to upgrade that again. Although I could put 800 megahertz RAM in, but that's not going to make a hell of a much. Well, it's not going to make a hell of a difference if I do anyway. Has a 1.83 gigahertz Core Duo, which again is basically like 2 Pentium M CPUs on one die. Here's what MacBook it is. It's a MacBook 1.1. Wow, that's early. 2 megs of L2 cache, 2 gigs of memory, so 1 meg for each core. What else is in here? Built-in audio. It's Intel high-def audio. I have a CDRW drive in here. It's a Matsushita, but I think it's supposed to say Matsushita. So it's a CDRW drive. That kind of sucks. Hoping it was a DVD drive. Wow. Huh. I guess I'll have to get an external DVD drive at some point. It's got Bluetooth on it. It'll burn CDs. Actually, it's a DVD-ROM. Never mind. So I can read DVDs. I just can't burn them. Okay, that's good. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm an idiot because all these computers have to have DVD-ROMs to even install OS X half the time. Let's see. It has Marvell Ethernet. It's probably it's probably gigabit, I would guess. I have no clue. It's got 400. It's got a FireWire 400 port. GMA 950 graphics. So I'm happy with that. GMA 950 is pretty good. That'll be really good for Linux, actually. This laptop will handle Linux extremely well. There's your 2 gigs of RAM. No parallel SCSI devices? Well, of course, and no SAS devices. Intel ICH7. That's an awesome chipset. Sweet. So that's what's in this machine. Now I guess I'll give you guys a little bit of a hardware tour of the outside of the machine here. We shut it off to do that, so I can move it around. But she's working, which is really good. Just needs a new keyboard and a battery to be a useful laptop. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep Snow Leopard on there or install something else. I have a feeling I might put Windows or Linux on here. So there you have it. Alright, in this particular model you get MagSafe power adapter, Ethernet, mini DVI, FireWire 400, 2 USB ports, line in, and headphones. That icon is line in. I've had microphones just flat out not work in here before. So I guess the impedance is not what it should be. Then you get your Kensington lock port. There's the lack of a battery that I need to put, that I'm waiting for to come in the mail. So, there you have it. There's even a diagram down here of how to change the RAM. You have to take that plate off there, that little metal thing, and then you can just unlatch the RAM and put new RAM in, which is pretty cool. It's pretty easy to do, actually. And of course, the other side has practically nothing but the DVD-ROM drive, which I don't even know if that works. We should probably test that, see if it does. See if it at least takes a disk. So, we'll do that. And on the back, you get your speakers. That's what's behind these grills here, some speakers. There's your ventilation holes right in the back, in the hinge. And there's another speaker right there. These speakers actually sound pretty good. They sound quite a bit better than the speakers on my big MacBook Pro over there. Goes to show how far the mighty have fallen, as UXW Bill would say. They used to have pretty good sound coming out of their laptops, but in that particular unibody lineup, they didn't. They don't sound that good. And the speaker on the right of that one actually has, like, it sounds like there's a hair in it or something like that. I don't know if you guys know that sound, but it sounds like that. So here's my question. Will this thing take a DVD? Let's find out if the DVD drive works. Let me plug the keyboard back in here. On. DVD drive doesn't sound the healthiest in the world, so we'll have to see. Will this DVD work? It's a DDR2, but my point is, does the mechanism itself work? Let's find out here. It appears to. That's a good sign. Hopefully I'll be able to eject it. Wonder what was on this DVD-R. I guess we'll find out in a second. trying to read it. I'm not sure if I actually had anything on this DVD-R or not. DVD-RW. Yeah, it just sounds like it's trying to figure out what the hell I put inside of it. So let's eject that. Ah, I found it, but DVD drive is functional. It doesn't sound the healthiest in the world, but it's functional. That's a good thing. Yeah, I did want to check that, so that's a good thing right there. So I can't wait to get the keyboard for this thing and experiment more with it. Then I'll have a pretty good laptop comparatively to that Dell Inspiron 6000, which this will replace because it has a dual-core processor. It's better. It's a lot better. So, oops. That's pretty awesome. Alrighty. Alright, it's been a couple of days, and the keyboard came in the mail. And I installed the keyboard as well, so it has a new screen and a new keyboard. The one thing they did, which I can't stand, is they had like two little stickers over these over the command keys here, so they had left this annoying adhesive on it. So hopefully I can get that off at some point. I haven't tested the keyboard yet because I didn't have the cord with me. Something else also came. The battery, so we'll stick the battery in. Oh, of course that's coming out. There, got the battery in and tighten that thing up. Stupid little screw doesn't seem to want to screw in either, which is a pain in the ass, but whatever. Alright, let's plug her in and see if she charges. Oh, I got a green light. And it's charging. Yay. Let's boot the machine up and see if the keyboard works. Hold down the option key, see if I get the boot menu. Yes. Yeah, it's working. Nice. Let's boot into Mac OS X here. Alright. So this MacBook is fully fixed up. All I need to buy for it is another power adapter. This is the power adapter that came with my MacBook Pro. So I need to get the 65 watt power adapter for this one. And there you go. And I'll have a working laptop. This is going to replace the Dell Inspiron 6000, which is a single core Pentium M, while I have a Core Duo in here, which is basically a dual core Pentium M. In so many words, or so many, well, in so many words. You know what I mean. And in the end, that's really all it is. So, all right, there you go. Guess it's time to use this thing. Let's see. Percentage. Wow, they didn't charge it at all. They sent it to me completely empty. Does it detect my networks? Yes, it does. Sweet. Alright. Time to use this puppy. I don't know if I'll keep Mac OS X on it or not, but I'm going to play around with it, and eventually I'll show you guys how I've set it up in a separate video. But this is fixing up the MacBook. It's working now, and I'm very happy. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good one, everybody. Ciao.